Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And Libra, this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for February 17th to 23rd. This week we have the Break the Chain Oracle card. We have the gorgeous Sun energy, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Moon. What I love is the Moon and the Sun in the same reading, Libra, because for me, this is eclipsing the darkness. You know, we are really shining light into all of those crevices, into all of those corners that maybe haven't seen the light for a while. When we do that, we cleanse, we heal, and we expose. And I really feel that some of you are, on that kind of cleansing, healing journey. There does seem to be a little bit of a theme of that around at the moment. And, it's once we kind of release that we can reconnect to our higher selves, that we can start moving forward and, become successful in abundance again, get back into achievement mode. Because, when we're in this kind of Eight of Swords mentality, it's very hard to be on our life path and to be kicking the goals that we really want to. So let's just read out the Oracle card before we go to the tarot, guys. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You're being called to heal your family line or free yourself from living the life of your ancestors. This could mean letting go of an old pattern of your maternal or paternal line, healing trauma from the past that is not even yours, or observing old ways of being that no longer serve you. We carry emotional trauma in our luminous field for up to 7 generations back. This is why family patterns can be the hardest to break. Often they are not even ours to begin with. But we do not know another way of being, so we continue to play out the drama. So the thing about that, Libra, is that holds energetic space if we're holding on to trauma, holding on to ancestral patterns and feeding the drama. And when we take up that energetic space, that's why, we often don't see the opportunities, or they can't come in, or they're just not attracted to us if you believe in the law of attraction. So what we really need to do is free that up. And I really feel that's what this whole, eclipsing energy that we see here is going to do for you. Because in the recent past, and this is actually feeling a little bit like the Gemini reading, but I'm not just seeing recent past, I'm seeing past, like even from childhood or even past lives. We're talking about an ancestral pattern here, that there is some kind of situation that you have been allowing to hold you back in some way. The Eight of Swords is about somebody who maybe is in victim mentality, maybe had a hard run in childhood, maybe there was trauma, maybe the trauma was that of your parents or their parents that's been handed down, because, when you're raised by a traumatized parent, you always embody some of that. It comes across in how they act and how they bring you up and that kind of thing, how they communicate with you, how they love you or don't love you. So the Eight of Swords shows somebody that could feel like a bit of a victim, could be experiencing self-confidence and self-esteem issues, maybe just feel like a bit of a martyr, feeling like they sort of need to sacrifice their needs in relationships at work, keeping themselves small, that kind of thing. It is a mental prison that's being stuck in the mind. They're over-analysing all the thoughts rather than being in the body, rather than being empowered. In the Eight of Swords, we see somebody who's bound around their third eye, heart, and gut. So when somebody is bound in such a way, metaphorically, meaning disconnected from intuitive centres, then you can't access that internal wisdom from your higher self. So what we really need to do is, break that chain to, walk out of this internal prison, so that then you can become whole again, so then you can reconnect with that higher self, so that from that place, you can be powerful. And, that's where you start reconnecting with your sense of success. So, yeah, I'll probably go to the Moon and the Sun next, because this is the great eclipse, guys. I love this. This is perfect. So the Moon can be, shining a light on something from your past, from your shadow side. It can be revealing truths, right? It can be suppressed memories coming up. It can be, learning or understanding something about this past trauma, about this past situation. Maybe learning, learning something that happened in the past that's really impacted you throughout your life, including your present. Some of you may have suffered a deception or a betrayal at some point, or found out that somebody was dishonest with you. As a general reading, guys, you'll know where that lies for you, but of course, you know, the main areas of life can be in our relationships, in our family setting, or at work. Probably feeling a little bit more of a personal context with this, or something that really fundamentally impacted you on a personal level. So the moon can be about also feeling disconnected. Like I mentioned with the Eight of Swords, we have the tame dog and the wild wolf, the two sides of ourselves that we all have, the shadow side and the conscious ego side. All of us need to acknowledge that we're both of those things, and it's through integrating them and bringing them together that we are whole. And yeah, it's when we start to integrate as a whole, when we start to, you know, shine a brighter light into our, you know, the skeletons in our closet, into those dark corners, onto those parts of ourselves that we've wanted to suppress or we haven't wanted to see, or the traumas we haven't wanted to face. When we really shine light on them, that's when they start to heal, and that's when the path forward begins to emerge, right? That's the way out. The way out is by facing it head on, even though it scares us. Because we have the sun energy here, guys. Now, the sun is arguably the most positive card in the tarot deck, and I haven't seen it for a while. So the thing about light, guys, is that light is cleansing, light is healing, and light also leads to growth, to photosynthesis. We can't exist without light. Here you are, you know, eclipsing a big part of your internal darkness with the sun energy, and it's going to lead to great positivity for you. And we see the baby riding the horse here, who looks all innocent and free, but this baby has come, you know, through a brick wall, through a darker time. So it's saying that there's real transformation here and healing through coming out of a dark time, or through facing an inner demon, or releasing yourself from some kind of internal prison. And that's the key for, again, the sunflowers, you know, getting on, finding success, you know, being able to manifest things in your life and to, you know, expand things. So the sun is that sense of positivity. It means things are going to turn around for you. You know, this is you on your journey to a greater sense of happiness. It's absolutely beautiful. And I was going to hold the sun card for a while. I don't want to put it down yet, if that's all right, Libra. I just love it. We have the Three of Wands here. So I feel like, you know, you're this baby on the horse, and you're riding out of this, you know, emerging out of the shadow side of this trauma, or whatever it was, breaking that chain, having that difficult conversation with a family member, whatever inspired action you need to take to bring it to some kind of resolution. You're then going to end up at your crossroads. You know, this person here, the young emperor, has turned his back on the past because he knows that he can't go back to the past. He needs to be in the present, and then also consider what he wants to create for the future. That is breaking the chain. It is no longer engaging in past energy and negative energy. He's got a firm grip on the Ace of Wands here. This is about understanding that it takes inspired action every moment of the day to keep moving forward and to not look back. And it's about, you know, rediscovering a sense of passion and purpose and enthusiasm in life now. And, you know, this person here in the Three of Wands understands that process of now's time to manifest. And through that process, you know, there is real success to be had. There's ships on this horizon, right? They're not going to come in right now or this week, but the promise is that they will in your next season, and you will be truly successful and abundant. How can you not, when you have just, you know, released a major burden from the past? You are on that process of rewriting your future, and by gosh, the future looks bright. We have the sun energy here. This is where you are heading. Absolutely beautiful. And, you know, in both of these cards here, and also the Three of Wands, we see you in this full illumination of sun energy. No more darkness. We've got the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here. So, a couple of meanings here. I mean, the Page of Pentacles, pages are messengers. This is a messenger of a physical, tangible opportunity. The Page of Pentacles could be bringing you a new way to make money that's much more aligned with, you know, who you truly are and your passion and purpose. It can be the offer of a new home. It can be the offer of greater stability and security. So whatever that means to you, that could be, you know, a secure, stable relationship, something like that. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is a master of abundance. She's the partner of the King of Pentacles. She knows how to take the seed of opportunity offered by the Page of Pentacles and nurture it and grow it and expand it in, you know, into true abundance. She knows that formula of continuously manifesting, nurturing, releasing what doesn't serve her anymore to grow and expand her sense of abundance. That's what the Queen of Pentacles does. Now we've got strong earth energy here too, and in particular Capricorn with the Queen of Pentacles. So there could be somebody coming in this week that's kind of influential in your transition here. Now the Queen of Pentacles also links to the Devil energy, right? Because she's Capricorn and the Devil is a card of Capricorn. So this shows that by releasing toxicity in your life, codependency, you know, family demons, whatever it may be, you know, that's when you free yourself, that's when you can become abundant again. That's when you can rise up in your own power, because we see the Queen of Pentacles here as being very self-sufficient. This is about taking the practical steps now to move forward and to understand your self-worth, your value, and from that place, that's when you can truly start to grow your sense of security and abundance. Whatever that means to you is on the table here with the Queen and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it can also indicate a sense of relationship here with the Page and the Queen, perhaps with a younger male, a younger earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus. Or it can also be, because we're talking about, you know, ancestral patterns and breaking the chain, this could be a child here as well. This could be really reconnecting and stabilizing your relationship with your children as well. So, or for other family members. So what this is saying is that from going through this journey, possibly for those of you, you know, with family, with children, that this is really going to enhance those relationships, right? By breaking this chain, by healing these ancestral patterns, because you are, you know, rewriting a new future here. Whatever the situation is for you, Libra, we have that sun energy ready to eclipse that darkness, ready to release you from the binds, from the toxic energy. And, you know, it just says that the future is bright and it's going to illuminate that path forward for you. Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I wish you all the best with it this week. Do keep in mind it's a general reading, so it won't be for everyone. And feel free to leave me a comment, because I always love to know how it's playing out in your daily life. And I'll see you back here next week for another reading.